Hello, welcome to Yoga with Steph and Monkey is sleeping behind me. I just ate. So we're gonna do some yoga for digestion today. So join me on your mat. We'll start in easy pose or Sukhasana. Go ahead, get your sit bones nice and even on your mat, maybe wiggling back and forth. Taking a long breath in and a slow breath out, and just settling in. Feeling your breath move up your spine, growing a little bit taller. And exhaling, shoulders down, releasing your jaw. Taking another long breath. And a long breath out. On your next inhale, let's take our arms overhead. At the exhale, we're going to twist to the right. So bringing left hand towards our right knee. Our right hand goes behind us. I'm on my fingertips, kind of like prongs. Inhaling to create some space in your spine. And then exhaling, looking over your right shoulder. Moving very slowly, moving with your breath. Inhaling for length. And exhaling, maybe twisting a little bit more. And maybe not. Always checking in with your body and doing what feels good for you today. Taking one more full breath here. And exhaling back to center. From here, we'll inhale our shoulders up. We'll exhale them back, opening up the chest, bringing the chin up towards the ceiling or the sky, depending where you are. If it feels okay, tipping the neck back, the head back, opening up your throat. Taking a breath here. And exhaling, coming back to center. And then inhaling, arms up and overhead. Really stretching up and exhaling, twisting over to the left. Right hand comes towards left knee. My left fingertips are pronged kind of behind me. Taking a breath in, growing a little bit taller, and exhaling, twisting, looking over your left shoulder. Taking a breath, getting taller, creating space with the inhales, and twisting a little more on the exhales. Taking one more breath here. Then exhaling back to center. Bringing the bottom of our feet together. Getting comfortable. Maybe there's, at least 12 inches from pelvis to heels. Taking a slow breath in. And exhaling. Looking up, keeping your back nice and straight. Maybe elbows come out. Maybe we use our hands as little kickstands. And exhaling, once you've found your edge, we're not going super deep, we're warming up. Just kind of relaxing your neck, relaxing your head. Taking a breath in. Exhaling, melting forward a little bit more. Moving nice and slowly, especially if you just had lunch or dinner like I did. Inhaling back up to center. And when you're ready, let's move into tabletop and we'll do a little cat-cow. So finding our way into tabletop, taking our fingers, our hands nice and wide. Hands are really grounding into the mat, really pushing ourselves away. Taking a breath in, exhaling, feeling the tops of your feet, also grounding into the mat. Noticing how when you're pushing the tops of your feet in, your abdominal muscles turn on. So we want that the entire time. Our wrists are pretty much in line with our elbows and shoulders. We can always take a couple inches out for our wrists if necessary. Again, engaging those tops of your feet to engage your abs. And on the inhale, we're dropping our belly, bringing our chin up for cow, pushing away with our hands. Exhaling, bringing navel to spine. Looking towards our belly button for cat. Flowing nice and slow here. At your own pace. Taking 2 more cat-cows. And once you're done, we'll meet back in tabletop. Really exhaling, pushing out all of the air. And we're going to thread the needle. So we will ground our left hand into the mat, taking our right arm up, stretching up, and then exhaling, threading the needle. So taking this hand in between our knees and our wrist, coming down onto this right shoulder. Feeling a nice shoulder stretch, a little bit of a twist here. Can use our hands as prongs out here. We can keep our hand next to our face. If we want to bind, we can stretch this arm up and around, reaching for the inside of your right thigh. So wherever you are, taking a breath there. Taking a full breath out. Taking 1 more breath in. Exhaling, replacing that left hand. And inhaling, reaching right arm up. And exhaling, meeting back here in tabletop. We'll do that to the other side. So inhaling, reaching the left hand up, really grounding in, pushing away with the right hand. And then exhaling, threading the needle, coming onto our left shoulder. Again, we can keep this right hand here. We can prong it overhead. We can also take a bind around our back, whatever feels best for you. My left arm is extended, my palm is facing up. And as I inhale, I'm opening up this right shoulder. So I'm really opening up my chest towards the ceiling, getting this nice twist in there as well. Taking 1 more full breath. And wherever you are, exhaling, replacing that right hand. Inhaling, left arm up. And then exhaling back to tabletop. You can just take our hips side to side. It might feel nice to open up our side ribs by stretching our right shoulder towards our right hip. So almost like they're trying to meet in the middle. Feel a really nice stretch on the left side of my body. Taking a breath here. Exhaling, maybe looking over right shoulder. Inhaling back to center. And then exhaling, bringing our left shoulder towards our left hip. Feeling that nice opening on our right side body. And taking a breath here. And exhaling back towards center. From tabletop, we'll curl our toes under for downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet, grounding in with your hands. reaching that tailbone up in a diagonal as you reach your heels down. And maybe your knees are bent, and that is perfectly okay. Pushing away from the mat, taking one more breath here. And exhaling. If you had like a really big dinner, this may not feel great to you right now, so definitely feel free to find child's pose here instead. But if not, we'll just be here for another second. So inhaling your feet up to meet your hands, looking up with a flat back, exhaling to fold. Inhaling all the way up, and exhaling hands through heart. Pausing here in Tadasana, or mountain pose. Our feet are about hip width apart, really grounding down through our feet. Inhaling, sending the breath up as our fingers and shoulders are reaching down towards the ground. Inhaling slowly, arms up, and exhaling to forward fold. Inhaling, looking up with the flat back. Exhaling, planting the hands, stepping back into plank. And you can chaturanga here, or you can meet us in downward facing dog. And we'll all meet in downward facing dog. On an exhale. On an inhale, let's step our right foot forward. We'll drop our left knee, coming into a low lunge. We're coming into a low lunge twist here. If you're noticing a twisting pattern, you are not wrong. So we'll go ahead and ground our left hand into the mat next to our right foot. And on our next inhale, we'll bring our right arm up. So again, reaching up with this right hand. Whenever we're reaching, we're always trying to like reach up as much as we can, and at the same time grounding our left hand into the mat. But it's almost like making you taller, just like really pushing away and up. Nice job. One more breath here. And then exhaling, bringing that right hand down, finding a runner's stretch. So straightening that right knee, and just bringing those hips backwards, nice and slow. Exhaling gently. Right foot is flexed. And inhaling back through low right lunge. Stepping back through tabletop and downward facing dog. You can pedal out your knees. You can also stay in tabletop if that feels better for you. When you're ready, we'll step our left foot forward in between our hands, dropping the right knee, finding low lunge on the left. Grounding down with this left big toe to help keep our balance. And we'll be finding a twist here as well. So grounding in this right hand next to this left foot. And on the inhale, taking the left hand and arm up, really reaching up with this left hand, grounding down with the right. Abs are engaged here to help keep our balance. And our quads, our thighs are just like reaching towards each other, reaching towards the center to help keep our balance. Nice, one more breath. And exhaling, left hand back down. We'll find runner's stretch. Straightening that left knee. Left foot flexes. Taking a long breath in and a long breath out. And then coming back through low lunge. You can come through tabletop. We're going to come to a seat, so however you want to get there is perfect. So finding Dandasana or staff pose. Our legs are out in front of us and we're going to find a forward fold here. So inhaling, arms up, nice straight back. And then exhaling to fold. Finding your edge, so that spot where you feel the sensation, a lot of it's going to be in the back of your thighs and your hamstrings. It's going to be in your lower back though as well. So we are tilting from the pelvis. So that is tilting forward, just kind of spilling that pelvic bowl from the top, if that makes sense. Exhaling, softening your shoulders in this forward fold. This is a little bit more of a passive forward fold. However, we'll keep our legs pretty engaged. Taking a breath in, taking a breath out. Maybe finding a little bit more depth on the exhales. Exhaling, softening the shoulders a little bit more. Softening the head and the back of your neck. Taking one more breath. And exhale. Inhaling, slowly making your way up. Let's make our way onto our back. Finding bridge pose. Another great one for digestion. We'll find one round of bridge today. So bending the knees, feet are flat on the ground. I'm reaching my hands, my fingers like towards my heels. That kind of helps to bring the shoulders away from the ears as well. So on the inhale, you'll be grounding in really through your heels, and that really lifts those hips. So go ahead, inhaling up, pushing down through your feet. You can stay right here, moving the chin away a little bit from your throat. Taking a breath. And exhaling, always connecting back to your breath, doing what feels good, keeping the integrity of this shape, trying to keep your knees, your ankles in line. Try not to let the knees, the legs splay out at all. Taking one more breath. Exhaling, slowly dropping your hips and bringing your knees into your chest. Taking a few breaths here, maybe rocking gently side to side. Gently massaging lower back. Taking a breath in, softening the muscles of your forehead and your lips, softening tongue and jaw. Maybe finding stillness. Oh, okay. Oh. Finding some stillness in this shape. Taking a long breath in and a slow breath out. We'll find a twist here. So let's extend this left leg long, keeping this right knee tucked in. You're safe. You're good. Yeah, you're safe, bud. And then when you're ready, we're gonna twist, taking this right knee over across the body, towards like the left. And it's okay, you can look like this today. Whatever feels right. This right arm is going to extend out in a T with our palm facing up. So maybe you're here today. Wherever you are, you can keep your head neutral. You can also look over your right shoulder. towards the palm of your hand. We're just looking for this S curve in the spine. Taking a breath in. Oh, I think Monkey hears children playing and he does not like it. It's okay, they're not here. Yeah, you're good. Take one more breath in this twist. And exhaling, bringing the knee back into your chest. Maybe rocking it side to side for a moment before sending it back down to the mat. And then bringing your left knee into your chest. Maybe rocking side to side, opening up those hips. And when you're ready, exhaling that left knee over to the right. Taking that left arm out into a T with my left palm facing up. Coming onto this right hip. We're trying to keep this left shoulder connected to the ground as well. And your gaze can be up, or it can be slightly over your left shoulder to complete this S curve in the spine. Taking a long breath in and a slow breath out. Taking another breath here, trying to soften your legs, soften your body in this twist. Letting go of feet and fingers. Taking one more breath. And exhaling. Inhaling, bringing your left knee back into your chest. And taking that side to side for a moment. And then stretching out your legs. Finding anything that feels good. It might feel good to kind of just windshield wipe those knees back and forth for a moment. And let's actually put the bottoms of our feet together, finding Supta Baddha Konasana or reclined bound angle. Knowing that you can have quite a nice distance between your heels and your pelvis, just like we started today. Go ahead and make like field goal posts with your arms, opening up your chest a little bit here. So your palms are facing up. If you have a block or a pillow or a rolled up towel at home that you'd like to kind of stick in between your shoulder blades for a little bit more of a chest opener, that would feel really good, but it's also not necessary. So just taking a breath here. Exhaling deeply. Placing your right hand on your belly and your left hand on your chest. And feeling your stomach and chest rise with your inhale. And fall with your exhale. Softening the muscles of your face. Softening your jaw. Softening your tongue and your teeth in this shape. Taking a few long breaths. Sorry. And a long breath out. This is one of my absolute favorite shapes. I find it so calming. One of my yin tips for this shape is always placing blocks or towels underneath the knees here too, to give your knees kind of just like to fill in the space, and it gives your hips and your pelvis the ability to really open up and relax. So taking one more breath, and then using your hands to scoop your knees together, bringing your feet to your mat, and then windshield wiping to release. Taking a long breath in, and a slow breath out. Finding anything else that feels good here before stretching your legs and your arms out in Shavasana. Palms up for the external rotation in your shoulders. Bringing your shoulders away from your ears. Feeling free to take up some space wherever you are. Your feet are flopped, nice and open. Wherever you are, feeling your feet grounding into the ground, into the earth. Taking a long inhale and exhaling, releasing your muscles. Shavasana is so important. Exhaling, your legs are heavy. Sending your breath to your stomach. Inhaling and exhaling, softening your stomach muscles. Chest is heavy. Letting go of your fingers and your hands. Releasing the muscles around your arms. Allowing the weight of your head to be supported by the ground. And softening the muscles of your face. Remaining in Shavasana for at least 5 minutes or for as long as you'd like. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I hope that your belly is nice and full and you feel a little bit more digested. Namaste.